Hello everybody. Welcome back to more Ace Attorney. Alright. Let's see, where was I? December 2026, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Maya? Hey, Nick, it's you! I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Oh, okay. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go without question or go after questioning. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, right? Huh? How much? Oh, I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. Sounds like she really did her best. I should check and see if there are other waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. Alright, well, let's see. Let's go to the Criminal Affairs Department. December 26, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Detective Gumshoe's not here. Detective Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, really? He's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief of police for not following protocol. Not following protocol? I bet he wouldn't help them build the case against Edgeworth. December 26, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Sure is quiet here with no one around. Right. I have to get Maya out of that detention cell soon. Apparently, Mr. Grossberg is on vacation today. Well, I guess I can head back. I guess I can come back tomorrow if I need anything. December 26th, Gourd Lake entrance. There are fewer than there are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. Gourd Beach, public. Haven't seen Larry around at all today. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Kiance. December 26th, Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, Detective Gumshoe!
Hey, pal. Trial today is...
Yes? What about the trial?
Well, I was gonna say a good show, but it really wasn't all that. Though you did say Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know?
Thanks. Detective Gumshoe, any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow?
Sounds like he's bringing in another witness.
Another witness?
Alright, he said something...
Oh, right, he said something about that at the first trial today. There were 2 witnesses.
Oh,
I was wondering who the other witness was. Who was it?
sorry, pal. Much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information.
Right. Oh, right, I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth.
What's up?
Is he afraid of earthquakes? I've never heard anything about that before.
Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident.
The DL6 incident?
Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now, you can see it in his eyes.
I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey.
Huh? She's not on bail yet? That's strange. Told them to let her go as soon as they had her report written up. Man, I would've known. I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged off by the bailiff. I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved. I saw his lip trembling.
Really? Cool as ice, Edgeworth?
He was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm gonna head back to the station. I'll get the report in Maya and get her out of here as soon as I can.
Thank you.
Oh wait,
I was wondering, how much bail is it gonna be?
don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount.
What? Edgeworth?
Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal, why don't you... Well, don't forget to pick her up. Don't forget to pick her up now, okay?
Huh. Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. Anything been tampered with? Lotta's cameras standing out of the lake as usual. Even a novice like me can tell the cameras cost a pretty penny. Hope she doesn't leave it out here. It got stolen. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pick to pitch your tent. Food and magazines on the sheet. Takes pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. Wonder why she brought a camping cooker with her. There's a convenience store right up the street. If she wanted to get into the outdoor spirit. I don't think Lotta takes very good care of her SUV. It's covered with dents. Can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. December 26th, boat rental shop. Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today, too. Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They probably closed because of the murder. There's some boats floating at the dock. Murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently, the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at the dock. How many times can I say dock in one sentence? There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. Alright, well, let's go back to Mia and get her out of there. Mia! December 26th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Hey, Nick! You finally came! They just finished up the paperwork. I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? Those interrogators are really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out, didn't they? Well, that reminds me. Thanks for the bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted the bail for you. Said he was really grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We're gonna win this case, Nick. What do you think we should do next? Well, we're kind of lacking in the clues department. We can go back to the park and look for Gordy. I was kidding! So, if there are any clues out there, the park's as good as bet as any. What do you say? Shall we head down there? Sure! Have you noticed anything lately? You know, I did notice one thing while I was here in detention. It's really pretty comfortable here. It's warm and they keep it very clean. I meant, have you noticed anything about the case? Well, not much more than that, no. She's apparently still upset about me, and I should leave her alone. Alright, let's save. Let us save. Alright, well, I guess I'll go back to the lake. December 26th, Gourd Lake entrance. There aren't many cops around here today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct, working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Lotta. Well, you really did it today. What did we do now? No, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. Well, I just went up there and started babbling my old thing, any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up. What do you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing a half just to say I'd been a witness. Even though I didn't really see anything. I kind of convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know I caused a lot of trouble for y'all. Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that. I'll be fine the next time I witness the murder. Right! You mean the first time you witnessed a murder? What about Gordy? Right! Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy's fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. Alright, Lotta, you go, girl. Wish I could be an investigative photographer, too. Finish your spirit medium training first. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? Dave and Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might have been able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was gonna make it up to us. Right, I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey, I see you're thinking how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what's that gotta be? Well, what it would be? You gonna deal or not? Well, what do we do, Nick? Of course, I need information. We don't have any other leads, so this might be our only choice here. Okay, or okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? I'm not sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Oops. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. What? Whoa, Gordy? But Gordy doesn't, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll keep an watch from the cow, okay? You see something, y'all come to me first, got it? Okay. Right, see you later. Okay, Nick, let's go hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean, Gordy? I sure do. From Edgeworth. We're searching for Gordy. For him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay. And how exactly are we gonna do a make-believe? How exactly are we gonna search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we could find a monster myth specialist. Bruh. Alright, let's go here. December 26th, Gourd Lake, Public Beach. What's that? The Steel Samurai, Nick? Yo, Maya! Larry, what the heck is that?
Oh, it was my girl Beyonce's idea. She was all, if you like, put this here, and I'll be like, really cool. She gave it to me along with the banner.
Wow, that's real impressive. She could find those for you.
Well, she knows a lot of people, and that show's finished now. She got them for free.
Right.
Yo, Nick, guess what happened with Edgy?
Oh, well, we made it through the first day in court, all right. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though.
Huh?
Hey there, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy.
Huh? That's weird. I didn't think he was ever like that in school.
No? Really?
Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly.
Transferred? Right, when the DL6 incident happened, doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. Hey, Larry, when did you get that big thing?
Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with kids.
Why wasn't it there yesterday?
Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted.
Compressor?
Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air in Steel Samurai. Broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs.
Oh.
And here I thought you had inflated it by yourself.
Hold on.
That's the guy that's selling my dogs faster and I can cook them.
You think Gordy really exists?
Nah, I think somebody probably saw something else and they thought it was Gordy. But I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth's out.
December 26th, boat rental shop. It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they probably just taking a vacation till it blows over. I get it. Well, let's move this. December 26th, Gourd Lake Woods. Hi, y'all. Well, did you find anything out about Gordy?
No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It's cold out here at night time.
It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze.
Whoa, no you don't, no sneezing.
I told you, no sneezing. You said the camera was find the things a little softer than the bang. It's figured in one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry, Snaps, but what about my film? I'm sorry. Nick, pay the lady. I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying of serious business, that's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh? Whoa, don't say you had... Didn't you say you had information about the case? Tell us what that, at least.
Like I said, I'll trade it for dirt on Gordy. What are you gonna do if Gordy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photographer. What? After all, I only have one photo to my name so far. What's a good one? You bet. A UFA. A UFA. Anyway, if I can't get a crew making photo this time around, then that's it. I'll quit and go back to school. Huh? You really are a university student? Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit. Right. Wait, hold on.
Bruh. Huh.
You know, I was wondering. Yeah. What if you get a picture of Gordy, and it turns out like this enlargement did? Y'all crazy? A blurry picture like this doesn't make a hit story. I need a picture of that screen. I can't turn something like this to the paper. What are you, a fool? What kind of fool do you think I am? The kind of fool that would turn a blurry picture in as evidence in the murder trial? Not to mention claiming she saw something she didn't see. I gotta do what I gotta do to get me a picture of Gordy. That's why I raised the sensitivity of my mic. Just watch yourself from now on, okay? Sorry. Dang. I'm glad I did that enlargement. No kidding. If we didn't have that now, Edgeworth would be in prison now, or worse. There's never a lack of drama when you're on a case, is there, Nick? Well, what, are you always on verge of horrible failure like this? Careful, a little stress will send you in an early grave. Thanks for the cheerful message for support. Alright, well, bruh. I guess there's nothing I can do here. Fresh air. I gotta say, freedom feels great. Behave yourself in the courtroom tomorrow, okay? Misbehaving's much more fun. It's not gonna be so much more fun when Edgeworth refuses to pay your bail again. Right, I'll behave. Oh dear. Well, what do you think we should do? I don't know. I've been in detention this whole time. I think I'll let you decide what we should do. Deal? Well, any thoughts on what to share? Well, I was in detention all day. I think I'd like more time to think. Poor Maya, she probably thought about me the whole time she was in there. December 26th, Criminal Police Department. Criminal Affairs.
Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do anything that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again.
What do you mean, again?
Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything besides money, that is.
How was the investigation proceeding?
It's not, really. We have another meeting coming up soon. So let's talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive.
His motive?
See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident, and the guy who got the loan declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with court tomorrow. Or hit him with it in court, please. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Gotta admit it, pal. It doesn't look good.
Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy?
The monster down the gourd lake? No, not personally, no.
Well, we're looking for it.
Huh? Are you out of your mind?
Eh?
Got time to go wild monster hunting? Why don't you do a little questioning for me then?
Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick.
I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta.
Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Sorry.
I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay, I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy.
Huh?
I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence.
Really?
You can take whichever one you like.
Okay, give us the goods.
Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile.
Missile?
He's a canine police dog, still in training. Missile, here, boy.
Aw,
Here he is.
he's so cute. Look, Nick, cute dog.
A cute dog. And this will help us how?
My next secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole.
Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster.
Yeah?
How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole?
Never mind, never know until you try it, pal. Okay, this next one is the last one.
No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by your choices.
Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here.
Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive.
Right.
How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector?
Hey, you never know, it might be one of those... Might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be?
I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't make up my mind either for a totally opposite reason.
Oh well, well, it can't hurt to borrow one of them.
Alright, well, the pupper.
Can we borrow this one?
Sure thing, pal, be sure to bring him. Or be good to him.
Woof.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh boy. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go to the beach.
Hey, Nick. Missle's been acting strangely.
Missile, oh, alright.
That little creature, the detectives.
Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy.
Well, what's wrong, Missile? Ah! Missile! Missile!
Whoa, stop that! Cannibals eating my samurai dogs. My samurai dogs. Wow, he ate every single one.
I'm sorry, Larry.
Sorry. Sorry doesn't pay my bills, Nick.
I'm just gonna have to this time.
Alright, well. Let's go to the woods with Missile. Same thing as always.
Hey, Lotta. Oh, cute. Is yours? He's a canine police dog. His name's Missile.
Huh? Canines are the ones they use to sniff for things, right? Wonder what Gordy smells like.
I hadn't thought about that.
Well, hold on. Well, I guess Missile didn't do anything. Alright, let's try the other ones. Oh, I know. Hold on. December 26th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Looks like Edgeworth's in questioning. Let's come back later. Guess so. Alright, never mind, I guess.
Sure, pal. But I have to take back the last one they let you. Department policy.
Sure, take a pick.
Sure, take a pick. What'll it be?
Alright, let's take the fishing pole. Can we borrow that flimsy looking fishing pole?
Sure thing, pal. Oh, if it breaks, be sure to dispose of her properly, okay?
Right. Fishing pole added to the tractor. Alright, well, let's take that back up to the beach and see if that did anything. See if this does anything. You know you can't catch many fish in this lake. I'm not after a small fry. I'm after the biggest fry of them all, Gordy.
You really gonna try fish him out?
Are you really gonna try to fish out a monster? To save Edgeworth, yes. Brings a tear to my eye in more ways than one.
Bruh.
Bruh. Alright, well, I guess I'll go check this place now. December 26th, Scored Lake Woods. Okay, Nick, this looks like a good spot. A good spot? For what? Time to do some fishing. She's serious. What are you gonna use for bait? Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh. I figured something like this wouldn't happen. We should borrow a missile along with us, too. At least then we have bait. Nick, how could you? I'm kidding! I'm kidding! Some jokes are better left untold. Ooh, she hit me. Okay, watch this, Nick. Just try not to reel in any empty cans or boots, okay? Here we go. Ah, my leg! Hi, what are you doing? Sorry, Lana. Don't tell me y'all are on some film company's payroll. Nick, pay her. My poor wallet. Lana, wait. A fishing pole? I already got doing mine. Yes, I mean, it's a fishing pole. Huh. I never thought of that. Good luck. Thanks! I don't believe it. A lot of weight for catching Gordy. Alright, that's the same one. So I guess I guess I gotta go back. Alright, well, let's go back. Alright, let's take the metal detector with us, I guess. Can we borrow the metal detector?
Sure thing, pal.
I'm not sure what we're gonna find with this.
Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible, anything.
Metal detector borrowed. Secret weapons 3. Alright. Well, let's go back to the beach. Back to the beach again. Alright. Alright. Nick! It's beeping! The metal detector found something! Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Nick! Look! Huh? An air tank? The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags? Well, I might as well take it with us now that we found it. It's heavy. Let's ask Butts about it. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I want to ask you about this tank. Have you seen this before? Huh? Me? No, never. Who the heck would go diving in the middle of the winter? There's something about the way his eye twitches when I showed him the tank. I think you'd better pursue this line of questioning a little further. Is this yours? Well, why would I have a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the valve tank, or the tank valve? Looks like just a string of flags around your steel samurai there. It must be a coincidence. There's a string of flags on everything these days. Like elementary schools and used car dealerships. Why would I need a tank anyway? Used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? Big fluffy steel samurai? No, why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit a nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always use wasn't on the Fritz, so I tried to use the tank to inflate it once, and it didn't go so well. As I suspected. It didn't go so well? Yeah. Do you think I could be a little more specific? Come on, looks like it's embarrassing. Do I really need to talk about it? Tell us! Fine. Whatever, it's like I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that, and then... blam. The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And the tank there took off like a rocket. Took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off in the gourd lake? Sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. So the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. 20th? A week ago? Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. I went there every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Kionsei gave me that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? just the night before last. It flew out there. Took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was there on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened. No. That's too bad.
It's not at all bad.
It's not all bad. We solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her.
Lotta, there's no such thing as Gordy.
What? How can you be so sure?
Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof that Gordy doesn't exist? Of course I have proof. No lawyer worth his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist. Larry's air tank?
What are y'all doing with an air tank?
This is Gordy.
Scale of mine?
What? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. A giant inflatable samurai doll is there. About a week ago, an idiot who happens to be a friend of mine tried to fill it. He used his air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew up into the lake. Flew up in the air into the lake. Apparently, it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang. The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai?
Well, it's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams.
I'm sorry, Lotta.
Well, it's okay, you win. I'll give you your info like I promised.
Poor Lotta.
So tell us about the information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the case tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path there.
The boat rental?
There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. An old guy living up there all by himself. Y'all should go check it out.
Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick.
Hold on.
Something else?
Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicks twice, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to prove like 1,000 times yesterday.
So you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it, just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be so much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be useful at all, but here, take it.
Second lake photo at court record.
Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave.
Poor Lotta.
It's all Larry's fault. Legend still lives on, I guess.
The legend?
Yeah, the legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Huh.
Someone should whip that butts into shape. Alright. December 26th, boat rental shop.
Hey, Nick. This is the boat rental that Lotta was talking about.
You're right.
Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Let's go check it out anyway.
Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on, what the heck? Wait, what did... Oh. I guess move. Yeah, caretaker shack. December 26th, caretaker shack. Meg, that you?
Is that Keith with you? Why have you two been? I've been worried sick.
Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya.
Meg,
Yes.
finally made up your mind, have you?
Made up my mind.
You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone.
Pasta?
Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When the kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running? An old man like me.
Polly, the kids are home.
Hello.
Nick, what was that? A parrot? The one on that perch?
Keith,
Yeah?
you leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, sonny.
Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on the viewable evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop.
That's a relief, isn't it, Polly?
Hello.
Yep. He fell asleep. I guess he was relieved? A pasta shop? Yup.
To think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know, that makes you two the third generation.
Meg.
Meg,
Yes?
tomorrow we'll start with the secret of dough tossing.
Dough tossing?
You know, you too, Keith.
Yes?
You're the best pasta ringer the West has ever seen.
Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy?
Meg,
Yes.
you know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you?
Right, of course, everybody knows that. Nick.
Huh?
How long do we have to keep up this in the family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what it is. This is the boat rental shop, right?
What are you talking about?
This here is the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Now that you mention it, we haven't gotten any orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come in, say, yo, you wanna ride one of your boats? That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. Pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. This old man is the witness tomorrow, right? Got to find some way of getting information out of him. Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look the type who would clean things, or keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. Oh, yeah. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello. It ignored me. Well, you forgot me. You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how ya been? Hello. See? Neat, so the parrot's name was Polly. Polly added to court record. Too bad all she can say is hello.
Old Polly can say a lot of things. You just need to know the secret words.
The secret words. Looks like we got ourselves another witness. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. Great idea. We should have one of those at our office. We'd sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. And what? Talk about murder? Oh, you're a party pooper, Nick. Wow, there are lots of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. Look, a little safe. It's locked. Fishing pole. Looks expensive. Wow, he has a television in here too. Alright, well, Polly.
My memory's gotten worse of late.
That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important. Huh, I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Alright. Hey, Polly, watch it, will you? See, Nick? Old Dex is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes.
Now listen here, Keith. Remember that the tricolor pasta we were talking about? A Ramboli. I figured out the last color we should use, indigo blue.
Indigo? Blue? That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might.
Now listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta?
Oh, it's the same thing. Man's not responding to anything. Oh. Phew.
What a lawyer's badge.
Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge.
I get it.
Huh?
Yep, I get it. I'll figure it out now. You're not Keith.
Nick, there's a chance to clear things up. Sir, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here to investigate a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us.
A lawyer,
Please, mister.
Alright, I'll help. But on one condition.
What's that?
When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle.
Oh, bruh. You know what? Sure. Okay, we promise. No, Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to solve this case. Also, we wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles. So wrong. I guess so.
That's my boy. Good for you, Keith.
Wait, didn't I just say...
You too, Meg.
Yes?
You brings a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was it you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly.
Hello. Now he's talking to the bird again. Oh, we got him to talk to us.
Yep, I'll see this.
You know something about this, sir?
Keith,
Yes?
it's okay. You can call me Dad.
Dad, you know something about this?
Yup, the other night out on the lake.
Yes, yes.
I know all about that. I seen it.
What? Tell us what you saw.
Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all.
Awesome.
I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night, yup.
It was after midnight, but okay.
And I heard this bang, so I looked outside. And I heard another bang. A little while later, a boat comes back. The young man walked off my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yup.
What did he say?
I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow about what time, promise.
We need to know earlier than that.
You know what? Little Terry was just here.
Terry?
Yup, that kid next door you always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing a tattered old coat, got himself some whiskers growing out his face.
You must be talking about Detective Gumshoe.
He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow.
Really? Somehow I don't think we're gonna get much more useful information on this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh wait, I had one more question. Huh? Polly, have you forgotten something? Don't forget DL6. Huh? What'd you just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister, I mean, Dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who the old man is. Oh! What? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
Hey, pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time?
Actually, I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah.
What is it, the 1 hour mark? You know the boat rental shop down on the Gourd Lake?
Oh, yeah.
The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness tomorrow in court, right?
Huh? How'd you... That was supposed to be top secret.
Do you know what that old man is, Detective?
Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an old odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, I have absolutely no idea.
Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us.
Huh?
We need to know about the DL6 incident.
That was when Edgerith's father died.
I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case.
To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file, so I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal.
What?
However, if you convince me somehow that DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file. What's that, a parrot?
The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. What
incident?
DL6.
What? What?
Polly, have you forgotten something? Don't forget DL6. Huh?
Pretty sure that old man must have.
I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man... Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident?
Wait,
Wait, what if the old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be?
I'll get you. Sounds like you need information on the L6 incident. Well, over there is the station records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need.
All right, no, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. Guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Okay. December 26th, Police Department Records Room. Wow, it's amazing! Lee Dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff, quick! 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found what the file is! Ooh, thanks! Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go through the file, right? Summary, found it! Here we go! December 28, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days the case is closed? Incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where they're holding the trial right now? Looks like it. There was a small earthquake, part of the building, part of the court building collapsed, and all the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours? That would be scary for that, like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes, so Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator? Do we have any data on the victim, Mr. Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it! Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father? From the angle of the bullet and the other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired twice. Where have I heard that before? Sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well then, he had to have done it. But he was found innocent thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond? The victim in our case! Right! The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived so much he had brain damage. So he lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Huh, where could Mr. Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, Are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take things we need? What we think we need, Deal 6 case file added to court record. Right. That's probably all we're gonna find in here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. To be continued. Save your progress. Yes. Bruh. And it's already 7. December 27, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently, the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here, anyways?
Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so...
Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Right, of course.
A precedent. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Order, order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of the statement just now?
Bah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I will call my witness now.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious oat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant at the Wet Noodle at Cord Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in this boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please testify. Wait a minute. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Ugh. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will now state his name. Well,
I'm not really sure.
what do you mean?
My memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
You cannot recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well.
Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness testimony, night of the murder.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant, sir, where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore. A man walks by my window.
Very well, I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there's only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes, Mr. Wright. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. Your cross-examination, the witness. You may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examination item. Alright. Is there anyone that can verify that?
Well, I guess Polly could.
That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot.
A parrot?
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith. Prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue.
And I heard a bang, yep.
And where did the bang seem to come from?
From the lake, I figure.
Are you certain?
Yep.
Good, continue.
I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake.
Was there someone in the boat?
It was pretty far out there, I couldn't see
Clearly, but I figure there were 2 men out there. But you couldn't see them clearly.
Yep, at the time that is.
At the time?
Then I heard another bang.
So you heard 2 gunshots total?
Yep.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday.
Just about then, the boat comes back to my shore. An old man walks by my window.
By your window?
Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack.
And you could see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty on thick, and he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
This is a rather important detail.
Add to the testimony.
I have a bad feeling about this. Alright, Logman. Ben was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Alright. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Was it a restaurant? Our boats. Then I heard a bang. Alright. Ah, boy. Gotta try and really pick this one apart. We're out in the boats, heard a bang, looked out, I saw a boat floating. What? Yes, it does. It shows an empty lake.
Bruh.
Are you sure? Oh no. Dad! Dead certain, Keith. He said I can't believe he's dead. He was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, the Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Found karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are getting here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. Better act quick or this trial will be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph of a man firing with the left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his fingerprints after he fired. You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everyone in this witness testimony is true. Judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good, there's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please! We need your help! Nick needs you! 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Oh, wow. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty. Wait, what? What? Wait! Who was that just now? Huh? What? Larry? What the heck? I thought I got some sort of game over. Larry?
What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until yesterday, but today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot, I heard it too.
Order.
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did a gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, then I realized something that I said was different from what I remember. And I just can't sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify, let me testify.
Order, order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. Trial is over. Nick! This is it! Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right, if only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Edgy has been... Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistakes is made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Oh snap. Oh no, how long was it on? Bruh, how long was it on that? Oh no. Oh no! How long was it on that? I just now noticed it was on the BRB screen. Brrr. Oh well. Brrr. Well. Ordered you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. December 27, 10:28 a.m. District Court Lobby. Defendant Lobby number 2. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Mr. Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake last night? Yes. He said he was looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that fell into the lake. Oh, right, and he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You sure seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Huh? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Or why are your fingerprints on... Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. And I saw the pistol lying on the floor on the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to success. This is the first time we've ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely this testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trials this time. We'll milk this one for its worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15? Everything's on Larry now. December 27, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but this is our last chance. Von Karma doesn't even have time to prep his witness. I was hoping Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Witness testimony. That night, I was out in a boat in the lake. I was looking for something, or I found it. So I quickly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake and I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was unusually vague testimony, even for this court.
In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way but to go forward, Nick.
Alright, let's do this.
You know what? Let's just press everything. Something wrong,
Mr. Wright.
There's so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Okay, first of all, what time was it? Well, it was after 11 when I went out on the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear to speak. Or to, well, whatever. Why are we up that late? Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What he was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured I was out searching for about an hour, so I guess it was around 12, yeah.
You're not sure?
Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. When did the sound come from? Where? Yeah, well, I wasn't so sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts?
Whoa. Everyone just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat up there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Well, Nick? It's pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? Seriously, I should start working on contradictions. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. Wish I could call my sister. Alright, there wasn't a boat on the lake? Alright, so that's the same one. Alright. So, you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? Pretty wishy-washy testimony. Alright, so let's go back. If he's really trying to say he only heard one bang, then honestly, like, this one should prove. What? Why is that not the right one? He said there was one bang, and there's two bangs. Okay, so after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Is this the one? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? Are you sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention to all of what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Butts.
What?
You only heard one gunshot, are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
What?
Not sure? How could you not be sure? Well, yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else?
My radio, dude, with the headphones.
What?
Order, and stop that booing, Mr. Butts. You were listening to the radio with your headphones.
Yeah, so what? What a crime! I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion.
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, shall we continue testimony?
Yes. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me.
I would if there was any way out of this, believe me. Or I wouldn't if there's any way out of this, believe me.
Alright. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to All Requests show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. I'm not sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume?
Yeah, that's the big problem. Or what's the big problem? Get a man to listen to a radio in pieces and this is a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me, DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is that he heard the sounds, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. DJ only talks in between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
Can't believe I'm continuing this charade. So you turned on the radio.
Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve alone.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Just do a size streams.
Do I any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to?
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio, that's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night?
Real booming loud?
Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on.
Yep.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything but what's going on outside of that.
But I'm not sure I heard that gunshot.
But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Did you prove that? No, of course you can't.
No, I can't prove it, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know?
What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said could do us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, you know, how will I know if I don't ask?
Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when he heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot.
Are you sure?
Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice.
Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ridiculous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleamy ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Just a second.
I save? Let's see. Alright, cool. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. It's almost Christmas. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? Look scary, dude. If you're trying to scare me, you better know I'm not... I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would
Seemed to be the case, yes.
But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Mrs. Hart and the old man said it was... Oh, hold on, wait. Bruh. I forgot something. Hey, okay, cool. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. When they heard the gunshot, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claims he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence that there's a gunshot before midnight. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, the empty lake photo. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. Alright. This was taken by a witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh?
But there's nothing in the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph, it's that why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. Camera was set off to go off in response to loud noises.
Uh-huh.
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that it was the case. Then where does that leave us? Ms. Hart testified that she heard the gunshot after midnight. Are you claiming that she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. In fact, it is a fact that the camera still also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were two sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them.
Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes?
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright. Oh, I better save. Fix save. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. This is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order.
It would make sense of the evidence that we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this were true, there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Oh no, I better think of something real quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in this case. What do you mean? Maya? Yeah? You gotta figure this out now. We'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. We got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it. Right. Is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Alright, Nick. Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
That testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Mr. Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie, take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. But this assumes that the victory... What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence at the time of the shooting. The timestamp of the photo says 00:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot in the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Anyone, explain how the 2 men on the boat are. The murderer and Hammond. Edgeworth and the murderer. Edgeworth and Hammond. Oh no! Bruh. You know what? I think it's Edgeworth. Because Edgeworth literally admitted to being on that boat, picking up the gun on accident, right? So it's not this one. It's the Edgeworth and the murderer, or Edgemond and Hammond. But I'm thinking it's Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth wouldn't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond face Robert Hammond. Now the interruptions are over. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... Did Lotta do it? Bruh. Murderer is none other than Miss Lotta Hart. Investigative photographer? Yes. You're saying the young lady dressed up like Robert Hammond and fooled Mr. Edgeworth. Yep, she did look sort of manly. Listen, you came to this conclusion based on a piece of evidence. That is the photograph taken at 11:50. You didn't have this photograph. You never would have made this claim. Correct. And just who was it who went out of her way to give you that piece of evidence? It was Lotta Hart. Why would the murderer go to all the trouble just to deliver your piece of evidence? I guess they wouldn't. Mr. Wright, I'm gonna have to penalize you for this one. Bruh. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know, because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Caretaker of the boat shop? When did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on the boat?
What?
Well then, where did the murder take place? Okay, so... Lotta was in her car right here. Larry was over here. So he would have been, like, right there, right? Around here, maybe? Maybe, Mr. Wright? And does this maybe include the reason why the killer would choose that spot? Yes, well, maybe because there's no good reason. Maybe because there is no good reason. The murderer thought we'd never expect it. Maybe try again. Hold on. So if he was here, Butts would have seen him. If he was here, Lotta would have seen him. If he was here, gunshot wouldn't be at the right angle, would it? Hold on. So if it was facing right there, would it be here? Hold on. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof?
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in the boat, searching for something. He finds it, returns to the boat, and then just as he starts to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would he be if he would just return the boat?
The boat shop.
Mr. Wright, what happened that night on the lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? I'm not really, but I think if I start at the very beginning and take it slow, I might be able to figure this one out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when that was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat and became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the car with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. That is why the murderer had to fire twice. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. He ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look out at the lake. Indeed, Mr. Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps off the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To anyone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once he realized that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, and he puts Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on his body, and threw the body into the lake. That's what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before, the boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well, while we're waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said is mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. Said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. Witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a guilt verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well, court is adjourned. Oof. December 27, 1:22 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah! Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of the clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it's obvious you're You're probably going to get off the hook. Try and relax a little. You could try and smile a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Ezworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest. But... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Ezworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. To be continued. Oof, man. Alrighty, well, that is all for tonight. I need to go. I don't know if I'll be doing a chapter tomorrow. I might. I was planning on doing another, craft stream of some kind. I don't know if I will. Maybe an art stream. We'll have to see. I really don't know at this point. I work all weekend, so I won't be able to stream. Actually, hold on. I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow at all. I think I'm really busy. I think Sunday I might be able to stream. Maybe I'll double up and do a Sunday then Monday stream with Phoenix Wright. Yeah. That sounds fine. We'll see. I don't think I will be able to do any sort of stream Saturday, to be honest. I'm really busy that day. So, see y'all Sunday. That's the plan. Anyway. Thanks, everybody. See ya.